Wait. Of course they sealed the deal with the last hit. God.
You can't actually do it without a last hit.
I think my favorite thing from that is that the very unfortunate mashup of Axe's spoken lines. He's like, "Come to Axe dies."
Now that's going to be a 2 for none, actually. And now we're 7.5 minutes into the game, and BDU has pulled a little bit further ahead. Over in chat, Calmest Man says, "Good buff." So, Logs,
right.
I think it's about time we go do some squat thrusts. Know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm already pretty buff. Right?
Well, I know, but he told us to get buff. We need to get buff.
Yeah, I gotta do it for the fans, man.
Yeah, exactly. We got to do it for the fans, man. They want us to a big gyro ulti going over at top lane. Vovon doing a little bit of damage right there. Lots of chunk right there. He'll get stunned out. He is going to throw out the, or excuse me, Igo's going to throw out the mist coil. They're going to try to turn this fight around. Snowplow is being a little bit more cautious. Oh, I can't speak this evening.
Is that a type of sausage? Where do I order?
It's a sausage full of acid. It's caustic sausage. Causage.
Ew. Gross.
That sounds better than the majority of sausage.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, man. Sausage is delicious, man. I love putting it in my mouth.
Really? That's where we're going? We can't curse, so now we're doing sex jokes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was a completely innocent comment about how putting sausage in your mouth is a healthy, nutritious breakfast.
Mm-hmm. I mean, people who don't like to put sausage in their mouths, they're probably prudes. For some
Exactly.
reason.
They're biased against breakfast.
Let's talk about Medusa picking up Silencer bottom lane.
Does our conversation about sausage make you feel uncomfortable?
No, of course not. But missing kills does make me uncomfortable.
I don't think
So
it
yeah.
does.
So yeah, Medusa.
Yeah, but Medusa did in fact get a kill on a Bat Rider.
Bat Rider.
Was also able to pick up Silencer though.
Yeah. So that's going to be Medusa's first kill. She's just been farming along. I don't know how well she's farming though. She's got Ring of Aquila. Let's say Ring of Tequila for fun. And Phase Boots.
Don't say that.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna make it a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
I'm gonna make it a thing.
But you know what is a thing? Sausages.
Ugh.
And thus we brought it full circle, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what's also a thing?
What's that?
RazorZone.com.
Ah, yes, RazorZone.com. If you're looking for some kick-butt accessories for your computer and computer-type console.
Hold off on that.
Hold off on the plug for a second, because we got a nice dream coil going out, but it's not going to be enough to save Sub-Zero, who is going to get hit. He's going to zip that back, but right into the waiting arms of Mr. Bobby, who didn't kill Puck, killed Abaddon, and said, I gone.
No, you're not allowed to make that joke either.
But I did.
It's so bad.
But it's not that bad. We got a missile going out, but Sub-Zero will phase shift. Of course.
I don't
Now,
know.
Jukebox could be in a very bad spot here. Oh, very
Yeah.
bad indeed. Oh, she'll go with the 1-2 wombo comb. Oh, phase shift. There's chasing. Snowplows wants it. But then Vovon Cooperative says, yo, come on to me, buddy. Dunked.
Oh, Puck playing his heart out.
Oh, we could see another dunk right here. A possible double dunk combo. Yes, indeedy. The double right there as Axe just does not give a crap.
Wow. That Puck play is going on my vote for the real.
The real world Los Angeles?
No.
The real world Road Rules
REEL.
Challenge? The real world Beverly Hills?
The UGC, cool, awesome plays worth replaying.
The real world UGC?
Yes, real world UGC.
This is the story of 5 friends who live in a house somewhere in Canada. The real world UGC. I'd watch it.
I wouldn't.
This
No.
this Puck is playing so good. And he picked up both runes, so he's gonna not even go back to base. He's just gonna have full HP back again.
Hey there, HP boy, flying through the air so fancy free.
I think the buff dudes United is starting to falter a little. They had some really good plays, but I think late game is doing exactly what they plan to do. Hold things off until they can push it to late game.
I think they definitely have the better late game hero with the Medusa over Gyrocopter.
I'd agree.
Well, they've actually picked up a Mask of Madness on the Medusa, which is madness.
Absolute madness right here. I can't believe it. Somebody who buys a Mask of Madness, they really want to steal life. Boom.
Boom. Always nice to see John Madden join us.
Yeah. I get paid in cold cuts.
and that's it, and nothing else.
He doesn't need anything else. He just subsists on cold cuts that have mayo on them.
Oh, gross. Oh, logs, why?
John Madden's not a very ungross person.
I didn't say he wasn't. I'm just saying that's disgusting.
Yeah, well.
The zero carb diets.
He's about to go. Medusa's having a bit of a bad day here.
Indeed, the Gyrocopter and the Batrider sealing her fate over on bottom lane. That'll set back Medusa a little bit. Meanwhile, mid lane is going to be a bit of a fight breaking out as Axe claims yet another victim, dunking the ever-living what's-it out of Lina.
Yeah, the ever-living what's-it's definitely got knocked out of her. I think that was a trade, really. They were like, okay, fine, you're going to take our Medusa, we'll take your Lina. And I think that was probably a wise trade, but now Radiant's looking to push this tier 1.
Well, I mean, Lina's almost got her Yule Scepter now, so she's been farming pretty well. Let's see, Puck has his Blink Dagger, and he's almost got enough for another item after that.
Yeah, so does Axe. I think that kill on Lina mid was probably with Axe's Blink Dagger, so it probably just paid for itself too. Oh, Batrider and Axe are going to find one another.
Indeed,
yeah,
indeed.
Batrider's fine though.
Yeah, Batrider will Firefly up.
But will
there goes
Axe
the
be
Gyro
fine?
ulti, but it's not going to be enough to really do any damage right there. Axe and Axe and Medusa will both walk away from this relatively unscathed.
Oh, wow. One Mystic Snake hitting on Ancient Apparition, and he's down to half health. That's so sad. He does have Tranquil Boots in the Ring of Regen, though, so he'll be back in just a little bit. But still, that is unfortunate when you just get cleaved that hard. I'm really curious to see how this Puck plays later on. He's just been really strong. He had a couple of misplays, like when he tried to follow Gyrocopter into the woods and almost died to just standing on top of him while getting flak cannoned. Or, excuse me, rocket barrage, but...
Yeah, flak cannon's the other spell.
Hey there, rocket barrage, flying through the air so fancy free. I'd like to take this moment to just discuss Gyrocopter's goggles. I hate them. I think they're just awful.
Well, you don't think it looks cool when they pop out and go?
No, they look like that
Puck
weird.
top.
Oh, Puck top. Big global silence going out as the Dream Coil does the damage. Curse of the Silent going out, presumably getting hit by the rocket barrage, and Snowplows will pick them up. Meanwhile, Flute Manhawk will be able to get out of there. Big stun coming out from Lina. Sub-Zero's in a bad spot. He will try to zip zap out. He's looking. He's hunting. He wants Jukebox. There goes another phase shift. Late game popping the bottle charge. Now Jukebox in a bad spot as well. Throwing the stun out. Vova Cooperative is going to be stuck down there. Meanwhile, Lina gets picked up finally as Abaddon seals her fate with the Mistcoil. Then the dunk. The dunking begins. Vova Cooperative said nah.
It's like a 2 for 2, but Earthshaker's here to pick up Axe, maybe? Ah, the call's going to go off.
No, indeed, that's not going to be enough, and presumably he's going to stop this. And this is just a bad place for Mr. Bobby right here. Puck blinks in, but it's not going to be enough to do really much of anything.
That was a bad echo.
Yeah, I think he just did it to drive them back. It was a waste of an echo, though. But in the end, it's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange. Abaddon and Silencer for Lena Batrider.
Now, back to what I was discussing before I was rudely interrupted by a team fight. Gyrocopter's goggles make no sense to me. Like, the sniper's goggles, they kind of make sense. Like, I think Gyrocopter's goggles should be sniper's goggles. Like, the Gyrocopter's goggles, they've got that weird, it's almost like that worm that infects snails. It takes over their eyes so they get eaten by birds. That's what it looks like to me. It's gross.
Yeah, it definitely has that look. I think it's more of he's supposed to be like this machinist, and he built his gyrocopter. I think he's wearing his engineering sort of magnifying goggles, and that's sort of how he's getting around.
Team fight going on
again.
Big team fight going off right now. Big counter helixing going off all over the place. Vovon Cooperative looking to try to get something done, but will not be able to. He has to disengage from that. Abaddon will fall down. Meanwhile, Puck will also go down. Someone finally pick up that slippery fairy dragon. And then looks like late game will come out the lesser on that one, losing 2 for none. And 1,100 gold even going into the pockets of Gyrocopter and Ancient Apparition mostly.
Now, Puck is going for a Yule Scepter next.
That's about right.
I mean, I like the Yule Scepter on Puck. I just feel like he had pretty much enough for a Mystic Staff. I feel like he should have picked that up and just rushed a Scythe of Ice.
Maybe, but I can see also where the Yules might come into play as a way of disabling the Batrider if he grabs somebody else, and I can see it as a setup, or even as an escape to further sort of buffer the Puck's invulnerability. Oh, they want to team fight this out top.
They're going to lose their tier 1. Puck is going to be going hunting for Flute Manhawk. Flute Manhawk will dodge the ball, and there will be no pop back into existence with Sub-Zero. Meanwhile, the Global Silence goes out. Van Cooperative looking to get Jukebox. The dunk will go down. That's one dunk in this fight.
You first.
Ancient Apparition's going to swing and a miss.
Mm-hmm.
They
Vovon will go
are
back
going
to
to get a
what he does.
turnaround kill from that, though. Leaving Earthshaker alone here to defend the tier 1. I mean, he has Ancient Apparition, but that's practically alone. Meanwhile, Medusa's actually rotating. She wants to be a part of this.
Oh, Mr. Bobby's having a bad day now.
Indeed, a real bad day. There won't be any dunk this time around because Sub-Zero done snaked it. Well, or dragoned it. Well, lizarded it.
Buried it.
He did it.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
That's going to be another tier 1 down. That's the last one of the Dire side. Buff Dudes United in a bad spot here, losing a lot of map control very early in this game.
Early, it's like 21 minutes.
Very midly in this mid game.
There we go. Also, I just want to say that I feel like Buff Dudes is splitting up way too much. You've got like the Batrider, you got the Lena. Oh, Medusa getting caught out.
Oh, and she will get hit hard. The Laguna Blade, everything out there. No mana shield. There goes the Gyro ulti, and they're going to pick up Puck as well. No Dream Coil for you. This is a nightmare right there. Vovon looking to do some damage, going to single out Crow Daddy Two Legs. And Vovon Cooperative will not be able to get the dunk on Gyrocopter. Instead, that will be a 3-for-2 exchange. Lena and Batrider falling on Buff Dudes.
But Medusa going down along with Axe and Puck on Radiant's side. That's I don't know if they got what they wanted out of that. They tried to rush in to save Medusa, and they got a couple of kills for it. Lena falling early, Batrider falling for it, but they didn't really, I don't know, get what they wanted out of it. Also, who has dominated the Centaur War Runner? Oh, Gyrocopter, sneaky, sneaky. He picked up his BKB, and he's been stacking Ancients with this Centaur that he dominated this entire time and using it as a free high ground ward.
Oh my goodness, and that is going to be a huge Ancient stack right there, too.
Wow, that is so much Ancient gold right there, and everybody's sort of reaping the experience from this, too. Wow, that is impressive farm. I wonder what other item he's going to pick up, though. I mean, he just finished BKB, and generally that's what you would farm these Ancients for, is to finish up a big item. So I'm curious as to what he's going to spend it on now that he doesn't really need that anymore.
But he is lacking on damage now, so he needs to pick up a damage item soon. I personally like to see him prioritize a butterfly.
Radiant, not quite sure
Actually,
where
no,
Dire
you know
is.
what? I think he'll pick up a Manta style next.
You
He's
think
got enough for the
Manta?
Yasha now. Well, he will in a couple seconds.
Maybe he'll stop shopping at Hot Topic and get a better set of goggles.
Oh, wow. Sick burn.
Yeah, man, that Hot Topic money, dude.
You say that right up into the point where they sponsor us.
I don't think it's sponsored by Hot Topic.
Well, I'm not
feel
gonna
like,
write it off.
Dota doesn't have a really big pool with the Hot Topic kids.
It
I feel
might.
like those are League of Legends players.
Oh, ouch. Wicked burn, bro.
Good burn.
Like we got some tepid burns up here in the Dota 2 Killcopter.
Very tepid.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
Dire will start pushing on this bottom tower, but...
They're short an
it
Ancient
doesn't look like they're
Apparition,
gonna
but that's not
defend
surprising.
it. Yeah, Ancient Apparition's just gonna go off and do his own thing so he can ult from far away. And he's working towards the Magnum Scepter, actually.
They don't call him Ancient Artillery for nothing.
They don't call them that anyways.
I mean...
Radiant is trying to make a play from this, but
They're not gonna get anything off of it.
Dire is once again divided, and also... There goes the puck, blink in. They could get the Batrider here.
Batrider stacking up fire, throwing the Force Staff, a big gyro ulti coming out, catching presumably. Who's going to take a miss to that? He's going to hit with the miss coil though, and he's going to have all of his health right back. Meanwhile, gyro will go dominating. We got a big fight breaking out over on Igo. Igo popping his ulti. Oh, there goes the Medusa stare. The stun goes out. There's not going to be anyone there. Then Vovon Cooperative comes out of nowhere, throws the dunk, throws the cull. Oh, sir, he is going. He is going. Here comes the dunk, and again the two dunk, the triple kill.
Ouch. This
There goes Earthshaker.
Possible fourth dunk, ladies and gentlemen. Babushki!
Quadruple homicide.
and
Heard it
that's a
here first.
BKB, pretty much outright frags.
You heard it here first, folks. Habushki.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow.
See, it's words like that that get the Hot Topic kids going, you know?
Yeah, they
Axe
love
is like,
those.
where's my rampage? And Ancient Apparition is like, I'll give you a rampage, sitting back in pool, throwing off his ultimate.
Now Medusa has her Manta finished off of that fight.
Do you think she'll go Eye of Scotty?
Yes,
That seems
yes, I
to
do
be
think
the
so.
usual build.
Dire's
Although
middle tower
I'm
is
not
under
100% familiar with the Kuroki style Medusa, which is to build the Mask of Madness.
She might go Heart or something. Strength failed.
No. Heart's terrible on a hero.
Don't copy the pros, man. Forge your own
Bloodstone?
path.
No, you don't want blood. Honestly, Scotty is like the best item on that hero.
Well, Scotty is like the best item on almost all heroes.
Yeah, it's best. I think it's the best item in the game right now. Other than like things like Wand.
Oh, we're gonna have a Dire Roche attempt, but it looks like they might back up. Yeah, this is wise. Dire may not know this, but Radiant has perfect vision, and they are more than well aware of what's going into the Roche pit.
Gyrocopter's now sitting on 3k gold.
Bad news could be happening right here for Flute Manhawk, who's going to pick a fight with Sub-Zero, the Force Staff, right into a nice Lina ult. The Dream Coil not going to be enough right there. Then the Gyro ulti as well. Big things are happening right here in the Dire Jungle. This fight's going to turn around, though, with Jukebox taking a lot of hits. Nice Curse and Silence going out as well. Jukebox throwing out a stun. Oh, there goes the first dunk as well, as said by the Techno Man.
Earthshaker going to get dunked upon. Oh, Axe is going to whiff his call on Gyrocopter, though.
Tragic days ahead right there, but they're still going to come out 3 for none during that fight, and they're probably going to get a tier 2 here as well.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Good, that was a good blink. That was a good blink, Vovon.
Is he stuck in the trees again?
He is super stuck in the trees.
Nice. Nice. We saw that.
Oh, he blinked before I could finish it.
Oh wow, they're gonna steal the ancient stack here from Gyro. I'm still wondering, Gyro's sitting on about 3,100. I'm guessing he was gonna go Butterfly? Or maybe he is planning to go Rapier, but I really don't think he's got the time for it.
I also don't think that he should, because that would be a little too risky.
Dumb. Yeah, they'd need to be able to secure Roche in order to make that less
of a risk.
Terrible.
Less of an insane plan.
Yeah, they are aware that Roche is up, though.
Real quick, I positate to you that look at Gyrocopter. He's clearly a mad scientist.
Hey, he kinda is a mad...
No, he goes and picks up the Eagle Song.
Oh, that could have been really bad. Abaddon Illusion in the Roche Pit, and... Or not in the Roche Pit, on the Ancients, blocking it, and he might have seen Earthshaker smoke. Oh yeah, the Abaddon Illusion. It's gonna block him.
I don't think they saw it, but they'll just have to...
Lena, you missed.
I mean,
No,
really
no he didn't.
Really giving
He's
it
trying to kill the illusion without having his smoke dismissed. Yeah, well done. Gonna do it from the Fog of War. That was such a clutch play from the Lena.
But look who's beelining right now for the...
They still realized it.
In comes the axe, the blade mill gets popped, the BKB, the Cole. Oh my god, the dunk. Yep, there goes the Yule Scepter. Vovon moved into position. Jukebox trying to get his Force Staff away. Very well played by Vovon, or excuse me, by Jukebox in that one.
Actually, Batrider Force Staffed her.
Flute Manhawk that got him out of there.
Oh, there you go, Flute Manhawk being a team player. Well done.
And now they're going to give up the Roche. I question why Lena didn't just turn around and light strike before Accident or the Fog of War. May not have had vision, but...
They didn't have vision outside the pit. That's the thing.
That was just... Wow, that was a great turnaround for late game to recognize that the illusion that they had sent in there had gotten destroyed too early, and that the reason was because they were trying to kill it off and take Roshan.
Now,
even though they did it in the sneakiest possible way.
Yeah, Medusa almost has her Scotty finish now.
Poor Batrider getting mud golems. Of course, then again, if you're a Batrider, you're pretty much guaranteed to eventually end up with all of your camps being mud golems if nobody else clears. Oh, it is going to be a butterfly on Gyrocopter. He's already picked up the Eagle song.
Oh, it's almost like somebody said that 2 minutes ago.
2 minutes ago.
Oh, I totally wasn't paying attention.
What else is new?
Says the least paying attentionist.
Hey, I do a lot of stuff over here that I do a Killcopter, brah.
That's right. He's piloting and maybe even doing other things.
Oh, we've got a bit of a fight happening here. Mr. LG getting chased down, popping the Manta style, trying to take out this ancient stack before Snowplow Paul's or Snowplows. Do we ever agree on what to call that guy?
I think
I am going for Snowplow.
Oh, in comes the fight. Vovon looking to try to capture himself a jukebox. He will back off though. BKB kind of going to waste there. Meanwhile, Big Fish are coming out trying to separate both sides of the Radiant squad here. Flute Manhawk is going to have to get out of there. The big global sun's going down. Meanwhile, Snowplaw's in a bad spot. The double dunk. We got a godlike streak right now as Vovon Cooperative takes the cake after that. And a 2-for-none exchange. Let's take a look at the final fight on that one. Good God. 1,283 gold into the pockets of Late Game. Meanwhile, 808 siphoned out of the bank like some sort of weird leech that eats
Some weird
money.
bank siphon.
Some sort of weird Tom Cruise movie plot.
Ugh.
Well, Axe has his heart now, and he picked it up before that fight even.
I don't remember who was in Heat, so I think it was Al.
I don't think I saw that movie.
It's really good, but I think it's Al Pacino. Meanwhile, another fight is breaking out. Two Dags down on the field right there. Puck taking him out with a light ball. Sad face right there. And meanwhile, Vovon will successfully take out the high ground.
Yeah, I think Axe at this point is just too far gone. He's 17-3.
17. That means the rest of his team has 10 kills, and he has the other 17.
That
is correct.
That
Yeah,
works
that's
pretty awesome. Oh, Sub-Zero getting caught by the Earthshaker Fisher, but it's not going to be enough right there. Snowplow moves in position, popping the BKB. Meanwhile, Vovon Cooperative saying, no, I'm just going to hit you with my big old axe. No big deal. Vovon Cooperative decides to go against Mr. Bobby instead. Oh, they're looking for a jukebox. The dunk is coming. The dunk is not going to happen. Vovon Cooperative is going to go away blue-balled right there. Or is it red-balled? I'm not really sure. Snowplow is looking to go on, but Sub-Zero is going to be able to pick up yet another kill, taking out Earthshaker while we weren't looking. Crow Daddy 2Dags trying to go against Vovon Cooperative one at a time. He's trying to freeze him in place, but Vovon just does not care. Sub-Zero down to 59 health. Doesn't care. They're going to go. They're going to call the GG right there. That's 31-20. Late Game will move forward in the North American Steel bracket. Very well done. After a disappointing Game 1, a spectacular Game 2, and a wonderful Game 3. That's going to be all she wrote for these two squads right there. My goodness, it was just spectacular. At a final score of 20-31, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your victorious folks right there. The We Got Late Game squad will advance to the next week of playoffs. And with that, gentlemen, what did you think of those 3 games?
2 games.
Those
2.1 games.
2.1 games. Those were some good
2 games and a
0.1
draft.
games.
The first game was not a game. The second game was really sort of unbalanced with, I guess we're calling them buff dudes now. Buff dudes trying to come from behind like the entire game and having a couple of high points, but not really being able to capitalize on anything. And then We Got Late Game, they were pretty much firmly in command of this game pretty much the entire way through. Some early trades, some early aggression, keeping things even as far as kills were concerned, but the actual gold and the, I guess, striving for objectives, pretty much all in hand for We Got Late Game. So, yeah. And then Sub-Zero, MVP. Some of the best puck play I think I've seen in the UGC League.
And he didn't even do that great in that game. He was still 7-3. He got killed quite a bit for somebody who can get out of pretty much any sticky situation you can think of.
A lot of that, he went in really headstrong, and he did misposition himself a lot. But when it was time to be running away, like, he was the juke master, and it really showed off with the fact that he's only 7-3. So, just really strong play in general. Really fun game to watch.
Indeed. Well, is there anything else y'all guys want to say before we wrap it up here and go back to the hangar?
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Did you guys kick me from the call or did I drop out?
You went to sleep, and we're almost done casting a game.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, old school stats man, Mr. Bad Guy has joined us. Mr. Bad Guy, you get the last word tonight.
Never go south without a candle.
There you go, folks. Good night, and we'll see ya next